How many daughters do Mr. and Mrs. Bennett have in Jane Austen's Pride and the Prejudice? This is more your wheelhouse.
It's been a few years since I've read Pride and Prejudice. Um,
Well,
uh,
you're more like emphasis on the prejudice side. I know you relate
well,
to
yeah,
that more.
well, and that's crazy because you emphasize with the pride.
Oh my
Um,
god! I walked right into that one. God dang it! God dang it! I can't even be mad. Oh my god! That was like the D Wade and LeBron alley oop.
yeah,
Except you're
I thought that
dunking.
you were
Except
gonna.
I'm D Wade, but I'm on the other team, and that makes it worse on the other team. And I threw it up, and you just dunked on me. That was
Oh man.
bad. That was bad.
And
Yap, yap, yelling at pigeons. Yap, yap, nobody listens. Yap, yap, screaming my vision. Yap, yap, yelling at pigeons.
welcome back to another episode of Yelling at Pigeons. I'm Caleb Crane. He's Luke Schultz. Today is Tuesday, October 8th. And Luke, I'm really tired. I've had a week. So we'll see how this episode goes. But what do you have to start us off?
Tired as well, for sure. Obviously, we both had a mentally exhausting weekend. We'll get into that in the sports episode. But you know what I want to talk about today? I want to talk about the Golden Bachelor.
Okay.
Have you been keeping up with the upcoming season?
No, for some reason I haven't really gotten into The Bachelor ever. I wish I
Mm-hmm.
could because I know I would love it. Because I do love especially Netflix original ones. Speaking of, I want to talk about Love Is Blind at some point today. Because the new
Down.
season
I
just
gotta
dropped.
watch it.
But okay, it's Golden Bachelorette this time, right?
Which
Oh no. Anyway, while Luke's trying to figure that out, it is the Golden Bachelorette. It is a woman who is going to be dating a ton of men. And Luke had told me at some point that there is a man from Cambridge, Maryland, that is going to be on the show. I think I heard something. He might.
am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Is it clear? Because last time it sounded like
It's
coming
clear.
through something else.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it might be coming from your computer.
I think it is. Okay, keep yapping.
Yeah, so there's a guy from Cambridge. I looked him up, was hoping that I would know him somehow or know someone who is related to him, but I do not. His name is Pablo. But we will be all in rooting for Pablo.
Hey, I think you can hear me through my computer. I'm going to leave and come back.
Cool. All right. Luke's going to leave and
go?
come back,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be the one that just keeps yapping.
Okay.
Just because I think that if they get
Hey,
the...
don't call me short while I'm gone.
I
Don't.
wasn't going to. But okay, so Luke is really short. We all know this. Just spam the comments anytime you see anything we post. Just say how's the weather down there, little buddy, or something like that. But anyway, Pablo, from Cambridge, lives in Cambridge. I think it would just be so funny. If you're from Cambridge, you know this. If you're not from Cambridge, Cambridge kind of sucks. Not really anything to do there. But to see them try to spin the hometown dates into them making Cambridge look good would be hilarious. I would almost bet that they're going to try to go to places around Cambridge. Maybe they'll go to Easton or Ocean City's not nice either. St. Michael's, Oxford, something like that, or just hit the Hyatt and then hit a restaurant downtown. Because if you live in Cambridge or if you've been to Cambridge, you know that Cambridge is a dump. And no, Luke is tall.
How about now?
He's taller than me. And you can tell that he's
Also,
taller
I
than me
heard
because
you.
you can
I
hear
heard
his...
you talking about my city while I was gone, and I don't appreciate that.
I was just telling the people that
It's
it would
fair
be
to
really
say it's
funny.
surprising
Well,
that
I
there's
was just
someone from
saying that
Cambridge.
if they got to the hometown date section of it, it would be really funny to see how they spin Cambridge to be a nice place and not just
Yeah.
use Easton or St. Michael's
Yeah, it'll be like
or
hometown dates,
Oxford.
and then they'll have a 30-minute commute to somewhere nice. There are parts of Cambridge, like my best guess, if he gets that far, they'll do some kind of like water thing, and they'll go to like the
Yeah.
Hyatt and like ride jet skis or something.
Yeah.
And they will probably
Yeah, I
not
said-
leave the Hyatt property the entire time.
I said the Hyatt and then like a restaurant downtown because downtown has some like downtown is a crazy thing to say because
Yeah, or they'll go to like the Harry Tubman Museum or something, like anything where like the money has went in Cambridge. They'll go there to try to make it look a little more presentable.
They could go to Blackwater Wildlife Refuge and do that little drive through.
They'll definitely do a shot like walking past RER.
Yeah,
make it look like this nice little like the whole town looks like that. For sure. Yeah,
they're gonna shut down the streets of the street of Cambridge.
If they come here for that, I have to try to get in the background with like a yelling at Pigeons shirt or something.
Yeah,
try to sneak on there. It'd be so cool.
That would be awesome. Yeah, shout out Pablo though. I want Pablo to win.
Rooting for Pablo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you determine while I was gone, like, is this the Bachelor or Bachelorette?
It's the Bachelorette because it is. Yes, when it's like the woman who is like the main character, I guess that sounds weird to say.
Yeah.
But like she is
I see
the
what you're saying.
Bachelorette.
Yeah, because otherwise it would be the Bachelorettes, plural.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So yeah, it's the Bachelorette.
Yeah, but
shout out
if you don't
Pablo.
have anything on
Life of
that,
Pablo.
I need to talk about. I need to talk about Love Is Blind.
Yeah, let's get into it. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm looking forward to watching it.
You need to lock in the first six episodes came out. I think the next 6 or the end of the rest of the season comes out the 9th. So Wednesday
tomorrow, if you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening to this on Tuesday, not if you're listening anytime, it's just tomorrow. But if you're listening when it comes out.
Well, if you're listening to this at any time, you can go watch. You can watch tomorrow.
That's true.
But there's this guy. His name is Leo, and he is like an art trader, salesman, or something like that.
Okay.
He I think both of his parents died, which is really sad. But like they had like the art business, and they had a lot of money, and so he inherited a lot of money. He inherited the business, inherited a lot of money. So like at first you're like, oh, this is like sad.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I don't really care about that. I just want to find love. Pretty much was like, I don't really care that my parents died, is what it felt like. And then he was like, I feel like a lot of times, women date me for my money. They see that I have like a nice car, nice watch, and they like know that I have a lot of money and the prestige. So they want to date me for the money. So I'm looking for something that's like not that. Like I don't want. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Can I guess what happens next?
Good. Yeah. What happens next?
One of the first things he does is flex his money when he goes into the
first
ponds.
thing he does
I knew it.
He talks about how much money he has and how financially stable he is and how he doesn't have to want for money. And
That's awesome.
He like kind of like pitted these two girls against each other and is like super manipulative. And yeah, I don't really want to spoil anything because people are going to watch and
I'll have to watch them. We can do a review and we can warn them if it's spoilers.
It is so funny that like, and he's the worst. Like I hate him so much. But
wait, his name's Leo and he's rich. Does he only date 26-year-olds and younger?
Oh yeah, that is very possible. That is very possible.
They should. Did we just come up with an idea? They should do a celebrity Love Is Blind and don't tell any of them. Cool. Tell each one like you're special and you're on there. You're the special hidden celebrity. But little do they know they're all celebrities. They can't. They're not gonna be able to live together.
You've watched the show before.
They're not gonna be able to live together,
right?
But they could tell them that like you have to live in your own pod because they don't know. We don't want them to know.
Yeah, like the pods are like apartments.
Yeah, and they're all gonna think
they have
like the circle.
They have it set up. I was about to say they have it set up like the circle.
Come on,
Netflix. Hit us up.
Come on the show.
Come on the show.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Like,
And then,
you
but you'd have
have
to do voice sensor. Like everybody would have to have a different voice.
they could maybe get away with it.
Like an AI generated
Unless you're like
voice.
Rihanna, are you really going to notice their voice?
Yeah, she walks in and she's like, "Call me rude boy."
Yeah, she has the
Like,
accent.
oh wait, that's Rihanna.
She has the accent from the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but now, what kind of caliber celebrities are we thinking? Because they might not.
C list.
Yeah, like, are you gonna?
It's gonna end up being like TikTok stars by season 3.
You turn on the show and it's
Caleb and Luke from Yelling at Pigeons.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say it's Tiffany Gomez and Hank Lockwood end up together.
That would be crazy. Tiffany Gomez.
Gomez. Bing bong.
Bing bong. Hanky.
Bing bong. Hanky.
Jerry O'Connell would never be on there. He has a supermodel wife.
Yeah. Not former, by the way. Supermodel wife.
No, yes, he's once a supermodel, always a supermodel. That's just like a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Did you see he started Dak this week?
Oh,
ball knower.
Ball knower.
We'll talk about it later, but ball knower.
What else? There was something that I was thinking about this weekend that I haven't really thought about before. I haven't thought about this thing for a while. Dippin' Dots.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Dippin' Dots. Yeah,
Dippin' Dots are great. They're not the ice cream of the future anymore.
They're the ice cream of now.
Yeah, but like they were made. I looked it up. I think they were the 80s is when they started.
Oh wow,
which is crazy. Blew my mind that Dippin' Dots was from the 80s.
Yeah.
But dude, that's the ice cream. They need to get a new ice cream.
They definitely could use a rebrand, some new flavors.
Yeah.
They could call Nathan Fielder, do a poop flavor.
Flavor.
Like the frozen yogurt.
Or like even like you said, like the ice cream of now. Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of now.
Yeah.
Like I like Dippin' Dots. I would much rather prefer like regular ice cream. I'll say that.
Depends on the setting. If I'm at like a theme park, Dippin' Dots. All day long.
Really?
All day long.
Really? I love
something about it.
A cone. Like just a nice cone, ice cream cone.
Yeah, I mean if an ice cream truck pulls up and they have Dippin' Dots, I'm still getting a cone. But if I'm at like a Six Flags or something.
Six Flags?
If I'm at Six Flags, I'm getting Dippin' Dots.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I just feel like they're still around, obviously.
Yeah.
But I haven't thought about them in a while. And yeah. What did
love that? Do yourself a favor, get some Dippin' Dots soon. Next time you have a chance.
What'd you get into this weekend?
What did I get into this weekend? This is the Kevin from The Office meme. Great. I can't remember what he said, but I always see the meme where it's like I watched 7 hours of commercial-free football.
Yeah.
Did I do anything else? Saturday, seems like I did something on Saturday, which was nothing, or I forgot.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So it was a great time. Really getting some stories for you guys. Story of just doing literally nothing on Saturday. So that was cool. Oh, I built a desk. So I'm pretty crafty. Okay. That's what I did on Saturday. Yeah. I'm using it right now.
Desk. That's a standing desk, but it's really just a table.
It is it's
just a normal size table. It's just like a normal size table though. It's like what, 3 feet off the like a kitchen table?
No, it's
so that's how tall it is. No, it's like a kitchen table. Well, like for you, like you don't.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going with this. So funny. If I was short, I'd be standing under this thing, okay? Because it's tall. So, no, pretty cool though. Pretty cool though. It's powered. I thought about opening the show, but the problem is I don't put my camera on my laptop. It's like up here. If it was on my laptop, I thought about opening the show with the desk on its lowest setting and hitting the button and let it just rise up to my face, and I could. Yeah, well, I was gonna do the SpongeBob like just rising. It would have been awesome.
Oh man, yeah.
That's the thought that counts.
Dang, what a good weekend. Just football.
Just football.
I haven't had
Watch
just
some
a
college football.
Weekend.
That was we're about to do sports.
We're about to do sports.
We're about
Crazy
to do sports.
episode.
We're about to do sports.
We're gonna talk about football next episode tomorrow. But yeah, it was awesome. I mean, yeah.
Guys, let this be an example. We're trying really, really hard to put together episodes that aren't sports for you. It's so hard. This is why
Yeah.
we were like, okay, we're gonna do one. We're just gonna cut our losses and say, treat ourselves and say, hey, you can yap about sports, just do it over here. And it's hard because we knew our brains were going to be consumed by it, and here we are. They are consumed by it.
Yeah. Which, speaking of, I went to a football game this weekend.
That's fair. I think that's fair game.
Yeah, I feel like anybody would talk about that.
That's fair game.
I was supposed to have off originally on Saturday, but got asked to work, which is fine. So I worked a PM shift, which is 2:00 in the afternoon till midnight. But I had to be in Jacksonville at 10:00 on Sunday so I could go tailgate for the game. So which is like a 2.5 hour drive, depending on traffic, and you never know with like morning games, or like morning traffic on game day. So I get home, I'm watching John. Shout out John. Watching his dog French Fry.
Out John.
Watching French Fry, his dog. Great name for a dog.
That is a good name for a dog.
But I'm watching French Fry, so I go even further into town than I live to watch his dog. Get there around like 1, and because I had to stay work a little bit later just to fix things up.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to interrupt, but for the listeners, can we clarify? This is the same John that called in last week and called me soft
John
for not flying, and I think called me short?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah. The same one.
Shout out John.
But great guy. So then I had to set an alarm for 6 a.m. so that I could wake up because I didn't bring clothes for the game. Like when I left. Yeah. It was just like a last minute, like deciding to go to the game. Shout out Logan for the ticket. I have not been to a Jags game where they have lost. I might be there.
They should put you on the roster or something.
They should.
Start paying you for that.
But so I just went all day, and then the Steelers played last night, so I was up till 1 to be depressed. But we're not going to talk about that.
A delayed game. We'll get into the actual details of the game, but just regular commentary, like a football game at 1 a.m. is crazy. Like playing football at 1 in the morning is crazy.
Yeah.
That's
insane.
Pretty wild.
But I'm tired. And then I worked today. So just been grinding and had to be a football guy and do all that good stuff.
I can wake you up with this really good joke I thought of today, and it's really good. So, buckle up. All right, ready? So, doing a blue collar job really has its highs and lows. Usually, at one I get a breakfast sandwich, and at the other one I get tools. I'm here every week, folks. That
is a specific.
Specific
to the Eastern Shore of Maryland.
So
if you
specific.
don't know, Highs is a local gas station chain. Is it just Maryland?
I don't know how far they branch out, but yeah, the highs and lows of a blue collar job.
Highs and lows of a blue collar job. That was very good. You do that stand-up set
here every week.
Get Tanner to get you a stand-up set at Ruse.
Yes. Do they do that there?
No, I don't know.
I was saying that'd be cool if they did. Tanner, if you're listening, idea. There you go.
Yeah.
I think they're too fancy for stand-up. Respectfully, I don't mean that as an insult.
Oh no, they're.
I mean it as do not get stand-up comedians are scumbags. Do not bring them in there.
Well, speaking of high, speaking of gas stations, I was driving home from work today. And every single gas station on my drive home was out to the street with people getting gas because yet again another hurricane, Milton. Milton is coming.
Hurricane Milton.
I know. How am I supposed to be afraid of Milton? Am I supposed to be afraid of Hurricane Milton?
If that hurricane, God forbid, causes any harm to you, you can't allow that, Caleb. It's named Milton. You cannot allow that to happen.
Yeah, I know.
What was the other one that you guys just got?
Helene sounds scary.
Yeah. That's a strong independent. That's a strong independent.
Helene will
woman.
hit you.
Yeah,
she'll hit
you.
Strong
Independent woman.
Yeah, no,
you could be afraid.
She doesn't take any back talk.
But Milton.
Yeah, no that's what
Hurricane Milton. They can't
supposed
do
to
that.
go-
They need to make them scary names so that
Yeah,
you know, I
like
gotta
Hurricane,
prep for
like
this.
Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, Hurricane
Like,
People Destroyer 6000. Like, I'd be like,
yeah,
I got to get ready for this storm.
yeah.
Like, let Dr. Doofenshmirtz name all the hurricanes. Like, like the Hurricaneinator or something.
Yeah, like don't give me. It should that honestly they should have done like Hurricane P Diddy. Like,
yeah, you'd be running from that. I'll tell you.
be running from that.
Talk about
for
the roads
sure.
being slippery when wet. I mean, goodness.
I thought it's P Diddy, not Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't
Don't rope him into that.
No, absolutely not.
I was
but
saying,
luckily,
speaking
like,
of which. Oh, if you're not done, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, luckily,
Tangent.
there's like we have generators at work, so that if I need to go stay somewhere else, we have
Yeah.
housing that I can.
Yeah.
I'll survive.
Like, you generating all the being short.
Well, really, like it's gonna be me on a hamster wheel. I bet.
Yeah.
Just trying.
They just make you guys power the whole city on like treadmills. That's what you guys are there
That would
for.
be crazy. That would be crazy.
No, I was gonna say, speaking of P Diddy,
Yeah.
what percentage
There's
of
always
people?
thinking about P Diddy.
I mean, at the moment, it's topical. What percentage of people do you think went to a P Diddy party or multiple, had no idea that anything weird happened, and now their reputation is just gonna be stained forever? That would suck.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you're probably sitting there like, man, should I get in front of this or just hope no one notices? Because I didn't do anything or see anything. I just got invited to a party. I showed up, talked to my boys for a couple minutes, had a couple drinks, and I left. There's going to be a lot of people that get
P
associated
Diddy
like
probably
that.
also threw parties that weren't crazy.
Yeah.
Baby oil parties.
Yeah. Like, I think I read one report about, like, once the party would kind of die down, the people that would stay, that's when it started to get real crazy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so everyone else that was just there thinking it was a normal party is going to totally get roped into that. And that's going to suck because there's not much you can really do about it, because there's going to be people that did do stuff that are going to try to get into that group. No, I was one of those people, and they're going to ruin it for everybody. So, shout out to the people who we will never know if they actually didn't do or see anything weird.
Is this your way of getting ahead of it? Because I know you're on that list.
Yeah, I got to get ahead of it. I was there. No.
Luke from Yelling at Pigeons is on the
is that the P Diddy list? You know me, party animal.
Well, you probably
always at a party.
You probably get away. Like, they probably didn't see you there.
Oh, so funny because it's so short.
Luke, you've done it to yourself with the last like 3 thumbnails for YouTube. Like, you've made, like, I've been the
They
tallest
weren't too
person.
bad. The one for the sports one where it was, I don't know if you could tell what it was from, but it was from the Seahawks' new coach and the owner introducing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the owner and he was looking pretty short, but
Yeah.
hasn't been too bad. Like, last week's was just depth perception. I was just behind you.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, did you hear there was theories going around that the bottles of baby oil weren't actually baby oil because they would have never seized them if they were just oil?
Ooh,
I would thought that. They think there was something. There's some kind of oil that was like became a banned substance like nationwide years ago because it's like really dangerous for or like not consumption, but like to use because it can. I think, dare I say, it can make people kind of disoriented, and there people are wondering if that's what was in it. So then he could get people to be, not in their right mind. Because that is a good point. Like, we joke about, like, oh, it should be illegal to even have that. That's, like, such a weird thing. But, like, from a legality standpoint, is it really? Do they have to seize baby oil? It's not technically illegal to have that. So that people are saying
weird.
They might have something else in the bottles.
But it's still so weird.
Oh, so weird if they're... There's no scenario if they're empty. It's even more weird. No matter what's in them, it's weird. If they're empty, it's weirder. So, but it is an interesting theory that there's something else in there.
Yeah,
I hadn't considered it.
That is very interesting. Speaking of, my mom just texted me, asked me if I was ready for the hurricane.
Shout out, Miss Julie.
I'm gonna be. I don't know what else to do to get ready, honestly.
Shout out to your mom. She just had a gala this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sounded like it went well.
Good. Shout out her. She's a superhero.
Grinding.
Come on the show.
Yeah, come on the show, Mr. Lee. I watched more of the Aaron Hernandez show.
This is so funny. I was thinking about this the other day.
It's so funny.
Well, I haven't been able to watch any of that, but I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, it's like the bus meme is like shows Caleb watches, and it's like the Love Is Blind and like all the like
Yeah,
and then it's like Luke, and it's like death, murder, like
yeah. But the Aaron Hernandez one is fun. Honestly, this is gonna be a crazy take if you only know a little bit about the one we talked about last week, the Menendez one. Some funny parts in that too, believe it or not, somehow. Like there's this Friends bit on there, so funny. But anyway, yeah, you'd be surprised. But anyway, the Aaron Hernandez show is so funny. The actor has never touched a football in his life. Can't run routes. So slow.
Yeah, I saw that one clip that you sent me, and he's like,
so
they
bad.
were
And they got so excited.
Yeah, they were celebrating like they won the Super Bowl and running against nobody.
Just running routes on air.
Man, we ran better routes in the street in front of your house when we were like 7.
Yeah, I wish they would have, because there's Cam Newton's in the show, not actual, like someone portraying Cam Newton. I wish he would have made a comment about routes on there. That would have been very funny.
It would have been really funny if his subtitles on the show were in his.
That would be so good. That would be a good meme. Should make that. Yeah. Like watching the Aaron Hernandez show. Why does it look like this every time Cam Newton speaks? That's good. We'll have to put that out.
I think we might.
What were you gonna say?
We need to get that out before the episode comes out, or else someone's going to steal it.
Yeah, come on the show, Cam, or ironically, stealing. That was like the main storyline of Cam. He stole a laptop. But
true.
Yeah, shout out Cam, come on the show, or the guy that played Cam, come on the show as Cam and speak for him.
And then we will put subtitles in the special font.
That would take so long, but I would do it. I would do it for Cam.
But yeah, you got to watch the show.
It's so funny. The guy that played Bill Belichick might be the funniest person or character in any show in the history of time.
Okay.
Like, picture if you just describe Bill Belichick to someone and they took it way too literally. Like, oh, he's very nonchalant and cocky, just sits there sipping his drink, shrugging his shoulders. Like, they took that to the highest level. It's so funny. And then Robert Kraft just all of a sudden is in frame, just standing there with the whitest hair ever and the orangest skin of all time. It's so funny. Oh my gosh!
I think was it PFT said that it looked like someone spray painted his hair and then
sprayed his hair white and painted his skin orange. Yeah. It does. I mean, that's a good description. It does look like that. I'm not even joking. This show, mind you, if any of you are wondering, is not a comedy. It's a very serious show about a murderer, and they did such a bad job with it that is so funny. Like, when they showed Bill Belichick, same when they showed Robert Kraft, we use the term laugh out loud loosely. I legitimately laughed out loud. I was almost in tears. So funny. Can't recommend it enough if you like football and you want to watch something hilarious.
Yeah. I'm excited. It's on Hulu, right?
Yeah, because it's FX.
Yeah.
They should be.
I'll have to jump on that.
I don't know what days the episode come out. I have to check, see if there's a new one out. It might come out tonight or tomorrow. But I'm so excited.
I will be joining, especially if this hurricane. I have a couple days off this week anyway, but if I don't lose power, I will be watching that.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Yeah. Great. Do you have any shopping?
I was gonna say, do you want to do some online shopping?
Yeah.
So the first one I sent you is, I'm in the market. I'm in the market for a new vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
And if this was in my budget, I found
Utah.
I would go to. You think I wouldn't go to Utah for a Lightning McQueen Tesla?
I know for sure.
Absolutely go there. I mean, this thing's awesome.
Would you fly to Utah for a Lightning McQueen Tesla?
Yes, Caleb. If you think you moving is more important than a Lightning McQueen Tesla, you need to be humbled.
Yeah, right. You're right.
No, I'm kidding. But I'd figure it out. Whether it's flying there or getting it shipped here, if it was in my budget.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is
sweet.
It's a Lightning McQueen Tesla. Like,
that is awesome.
That's awesome. And Lightning, kind of cool because, like, Tesla, electric, so it kind of flows. Kind of makes sense. Just sick. One of the coolest finds. What did you have?
I
Or I
accidentally
could do
swiped
mine
to your
next if you're still
I
sending it.
accidentally swiped to your next thing. I thought it was a Cheeto for a second.
Looks like a Cheeto. Let's just get into it. This is scary, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
This appears to be from a current ongoing crime scene that's not considered a crime scene yet. But there are crimes happening at this scene. It's
for sure.
a green rocking swivel chair for $5. It's the worst picture that's ever been taken of anything ever. And it just looks like maybe they're like, not maybe, they're torturing people in that chair. There maybe even is a pile of blood next to it. Very concerning about what's going on with this chair. I do not recommend purchasing it. And they're moving. It's 12-hour moving
sale. $5. It's only $5.
And it's evidence, so you can solve a crime for $5. That's a good deal when you think about it that way.
Yeah. So for me, I have another week, another KTF.
It's just KTF of the week at this point. And this is the highest priced one yet. Oh my gosh.
$675, but look at him playing that banjo.
Does he sing?
Kermit the Frog. Speaking of Kermit the Frog.
What about
that TikTok you sent me last night at live?
Oh yeah,
of him listening to Love Sosa and dancing.
Yeah, what is that? Well, it's a TikTok live. Man, I wish I could remember his name. It's like Kermit Go Crazy or something like that.
Yeah.
And the funniest part is they have this huge ad every time they have a live. They have this ad like taped to the wall about watch out for fake accounts and scammers. And it's not that serious. It's an account of a Kermit puppet that dances to Chief Keef and other songs. Very fun. What song was playing when you sent me the screenshot of him chugging a bottle of liquor? Or vodka,
some sad song that I wasn't aware of.
The first time I discovered it, I didn't send it to you. It came up again, and I was like, yes, I should have sent Scale last time, so I sent it. The first time I saw it the other night, he put on some Billie Eilish. Like, he was going crazy. And then they put on Billie Eilish, and he just, like, fell on his pillow and then just started chugging. It was so funny. But, yeah, this KTF, do we know? This is not an animatronic statue, is it?
It says musical. It looks like there's a speaker potentially on the back.
Okay.
So I think it might play music.
Because if I could, like, rewire this thing to be, like, a Bluetooth speaker in my house...
That would be awesome.
Because it probably just plays like preset Kermit songs.
Yeah.
Or any song you pick off Spotify, but it puts a Kermit filter on it.
Oh,
that would be your house. That'd be awesome. Kermit's people. Who is it that owns Kermit? Like Jim Bush or something?
I am not aware.
Subconsciously made me say that. I think it's Jim. Some with a J. Some with a J. Come on, show, and we can collab. We can make you a Kermit product.
Yeah, and then the next thing I'm just getting so many Halloween decorations and costumes. I actually thought this was sick.
It is pretty sick, but I wish it was more like Game of Thrones-esque.
Yeah,
it's a huge Halloween dragon.
Do you like it?
Not a big dragon guy. I don't like dragons, so
yeah, okay. But yeah, I thought it was cool, and I don't know what you could just like put it in your yard and be like, yeah, dragon, and that could be pretty cool.
And you could roast everybody when you could ask everybody if they like it. Your hit rate would probably be pretty high.
This next one is like specifically for you. Like, if you do end up flying down here, I will save room in the U-Haul for you to pick this up in Orlando, so you can take it home because you need this.
This would be cool.
It's a Dr. Pepper
plug-in cooler.
Yeah, like the standing cooler.
Put this right next to me when we record. Just chug some Dr. P's.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
This next one is also for you. Because you did say that the Lightning McQueen Tesla's out of your price range.
Yeah.
But what about a 2024 Tesla Cyberquad?
Cyberquad. These are pretty cool, but I don't know what their like top speed is.
Yeah,
but that would be sick. I thought these were because I've seen these before, not necessarily on Marketplace, but I've seen them before, and I thought they were just like custom, like a project.
That's at first I thought it was just a custom. Like
it turns out they actually sell them. Ooh, this will be quick. We have a live call in.
Okay,
hold on. Hey, you're live to tape. If you want to say anything real quick, Caleb's here.
on the good old podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan.
Well, I got hired at a good job now, so I can't say anything too crazy.
That is
Thank
true.
goodness.
That is true.
Very true. This is a very more high profile thing I'm doing now. But
We love that. We love that.
proud of
hey,
our boy.
Hey, you gotta be. Well, am I your first guest on the podcast?
No. John beat you by a week. Caleb's friend John.
Screw John.
I'm with you. He called me short.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Frack, tell the people that I'm not short.
Wait, hold on.
You're not
Frack,
short,
why-
man. You're like
Hey,
6'5". Like you play linebacker
Yeah.
at Akron.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know.
I did. That's right. That's right.
Hey,
I mean, I
Luke,
don't know
Luke.
what these people are trying to get. I mean,
Luke, are you telling me
you
that
know,
Frack has
but,
not
what
listened
we
to the
all talking
show?
about? Well, what's the
Ooh.
topic that I can add on to?
Caleb just called you out and said, "Oh, so that means Frack didn't listen to the show, or he would have known he wasn't the first one."
Yeah, you're completely right.
No, that's fair.
That's crazy because I listened to every episode of the Matt and Frack show.
Oh, he said that's crazy because I listened to every episode of the Matt and Frack show.
Well, I mean, I love my supporters, so I appreciate that.
Well, appreciate the call in. If I wasn't recording, I'd yap with you for a little bit, but I'll have to hit you later.
Yes. No, I got you. It's all good.
All right. Hey, we're not. What's up?
Love what you all are doing. You know, I listen to every week.
Thanks. We
Yeah.
appreciate your loyal listening. Hey,
He hasn't listened to a single episode.
we aren't doing sports yet till later, but do you have any sports hot takes before you go for the road?
Hot takes. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Did you all see the Malachi Moore stuff at the end of the Vandy Alabama game?
Yeah.
Dude, that was insane.
That's your hot
that
take.
was a
That was
20
insane.
That was a 23-year-old having a 4-year-old freak out
That
in
was
the
pretty
middle of the
crazy.
field.
Yeah, that was
It was
crazy.
insane.
He was having a freak
But
off, some would say.
They said that the baby oil wasn't brought out yet. Some
Okay.
people said.
All right.
I'm done. You got me too
Ask him
close
if he was
to
proud
him,
of his
I'm done.
dad
Hold
for
on.
being on the
Caleb's asking you a
show.
question.
Ask him if
okay.
he was proud of his dad, Jake Coleman, for being on TV.
Oh, he said, were you proud to see your dad, Jake, on the game, at the Vandy game on TV?
Yeah, man, it was awesome. I'm happy for him. So I saw Facebook. There was a big Facebook post,
Mhm.
and someone called him 50 years old, and I thought it was
no.
absolutely hilarious. Because then he responded with, "I'm 42, boss man." So,
That's a good response.
Oh.
That's a
Get
good
on.
response. I'll give him that. He does not look 50. I'll give him that. He does not.
No,
look
he doesn't look 50, but the guy was like, "Man, it's awesome to see a 50-year-old in the middle of 23." Yeah, boss, I'm 42. So,
And that's funny. That's funny.
Hey, but it's all
that
good.
I'm 42
All
is
love.
really funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I mean, look,
Yeah.
hey, that would be a good time. That would be a good time.
No,
it'd
yeah.
be always
Can't
a
blame
good
him.
time.
But all right.
Can't blame the man. All right,
Good
I'll
hearing
let
from
all
you.
go. Yeah,
Okay.
good to hear from you all too.
Come on the show for real one of these times.
Yeah, dude, just tell me one. Just
How
tell
about
me one,
right now?
and
I'll send you the link. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
I'll
Wait,
let you.
Wait, do you want to come on the sports episode?
I can join
Oh,
right
Caleb
now.
said, "Do you want to do the sports episode or do it in like a half hour?"
Yeah, sure, I can do it.
Okay, bet. I'll send you the link.
Okay, awesome.
All right, cool. See ya.
All right, see ya.
Okay, so special guest
Oh,
Frack this week.
We're gonna have an actual guest.
a
on-
real D1 involved. I don't know how much detail you want me to give, but a D1 football involved person on the show.
Can we say where he works, or we'll let
I don't
him
know.
decide
We'll
if
ask
he
him.
wants to.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out Frack.
Yeah, shout out to him for getting his bluff called immediately and being like, "Yeah, let's go."
Well, there was another thing that you sent me from Facebook Marketplace.
Was there?
Do we want to talk?
There was. I was gonna bring this up. Yeah, you can bring it up.
I found something like that too.
Okay, so, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll send it to you. This just says World Trade Center.
Okay, you're buying
but
the
it's a
World
book.
Trade Center.
It's a book about the World Trade Center.
Okay,
I like this picture
Yeah.
where they're just covering up their face with the.
Yeah. And
Like,
it
do they
has
know they
the-
could have just set it down?
down somewhere if they didn't want their face to be in the picture.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to show the size of it. Because the top picture is like a center fold out. So they probably wanted to show the size of the fold out compared to the
Face.
book. Yeah.
Okay. Still though, you could still definitely do that on like a table.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
I'm so excited to have
And then-
Frack on for sports. By the way,
I am too. It's gonna be
yeah,
so
it's gonna
good.
be awesome. But no, this is awesome. For context, I sent Caleb not even about the show. I just sent it to him. Like it was a picture of someone was selling a World Trade Center, like a Twin Towers pamphlet. Which are we in the trust tree? Can I say something here that makes me sound stupid?
Yeah,
that
of course.
When I originally typed it to text it to you, I typed the words pan flip, and then I realized it was pan flip. I was like, "Oh, look at this pamphlet. The name did not age well," and I was like, "Wait, it's not pan flip." But anyway, it was a Twin Towers pamphlet, and the slogan on the pamphlet was "the closest you'll ever get to heaven."
Yeah, that was crazy.
Insane,
crazy.
insane title. Because I think some people got closer, unfortunately. But yeah, and I sent it to Caleb, and he was like, "Oh, you should have saved this for the show." And I was like, I wasn't sure if we wanted to do 9/11 funny time on the show or not.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. I mean, we're almost a month after 9/11. It's okay.
Yeah.
Statute of limitations.
Listen, we have
but
not forgotten.
honestly, I have one more Facebook Marketplace thing that kind of ties in to this.
Okay.
This is a Halloween costume, which is has not
Okay.
but it's a Mr. McGiblets from the League.
Okay. See, I forgot about Mr. McGiblets for a second. I was going to say, who is this thing? But yeah.
But
That's awesome.
speaking of like the League, the TV show about a fantasy football league.
Yeah.
I don't even what's the main character? I don't even know his name, but do you know the story about him claiming that he was in the building on 9/11?
Which one?
Like the main guy.
I feel like they're all the main guy.
Why can't I? Let me think of his name.
Not Taco, right?
Kevin.
Okay, I think I'm picturing him. Yeah, it does seem like I've heard something about him with 9/11.
Yeah,
I don't really know the story though.
I know that he claimed in like an interview or something that he was in the World Trade Center on 9/11, and then it just ended up being
Wild.
completely like why? What is the point of saying? I was telling somebody about this. I can't remember what movie. Someone was like, "You should watch this movie," and I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll watch it," and I enjoyed it. What movie was it? I don't know, but he was in a movie, and I was like, "Hey, do you know the guy that's in it?" And they were like, "What are you? That is crazy."
Yeah, that's
And they didn't like. It's like a fact that like you just don't believe when you hear. Like, why would anybody? If you weren't there, why would you claim that?
insane thing to just make up. Yeah, I was actually there in the building. It's like LeBron-esque lying.
Yes, LeBron-esque.
It's crazy.
But yeah, that's really all I had for that. I just saw that and was like, oh, I also saw this World Trade Center book. I can.
Yeah.
First off, Mr. McGiblets, electric.
Yes.
That episode that he got Taco to get the costume so he could sneak in and scare his daughter so that she wouldn't like to watch it anymore, and then she just wanted to have a tea party with him.
Oh man, that's a good show. There, one time, did I ever tell you? I think I did. When I was working for Hibbets, I went to another store for a couple days because they were shorthanded, and the manager there played before they opened. He plugged his phone into the auxiliary and played one of Taco's songs. The guy that plays Taco has some songs.
Yeah,
and
they're
you definitely have to have what's the word I'm looking for? I guess a dark sense of humor, which is fine. I'm all for dark humor, but crazy thing to play
and
to
got
someone.
A lawsuit.
Like he's lucky I'm chill because crazy thing to play for someone that's just like, oh, I've never met you before. Hey, check out this insanely like misogynistic song. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Bold move by that guy. Shout out to that guy. If you're listening.
I actually have one more. Speaking of 9/11, this is an adult Elmo costume, and I kind of want to just
Elmo costume near me too.
we should get them and stand outside of James's window.
Yes, just beat on his door and then run to the window. So he goes to the door.
James,
And when he comes back in the room, we're in the window.
James, I know you're listening to this. Be prepared.
Elmo can strike at any time.
Kill James. Kill James. That was crazy.
Crazy video. Yeah, scarred him for life.
Scarred him for life. And so now the wake up call is coming.
Yeah.
So that would be so mean.
Are we ready for quick five? Whatever.
Yeah,
it's
let's do
called?
the quick five real quick. Whatever. Yeah, fast five.
The quick five, real quick. Okay, let me
Fast five. Lightning fast five.
That's a movie. Fast Five.
Yeah, but I said lightning fast five.
That's Cars. Okay, here we go. So if you guys aren't familiar, it's you have to try to get 5 trivia questions right in a row. If you get it wrong, start over again. So the first question: how many daughters do Mr. and Mrs. Bennett have in Jane Austen's Pride and the Prejudice? This is more your wheelhouse.
It's been a few years since I've read Pride and Prejudice.
Well, you're more like emphasis on the prejudice side. I know you relate to that more.
Well, that's crazy because you emphasize with the pride.
Oh my god! I walked right into that one. God dang it! God dang it! I can't even be mad. Oh my god! That was like the D Wade and LeBron alley oop. Except
I thought that you were gonna...
I'm D Wade, but I'm on the other team, and that makes it worse on the other team. And I threw it up, and you just dunked on me. That was that was bad. That was bad. What's your answer?
I want to know. I think that maybe Pride and Prejudice. Maybe like I have never seen or watched or read this. But maybe
never seen, never watched, or seen, or read this, or watched it.
But maybe like one is prideful, one is prejudice. So maybe it's 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say 2 is my final answer.
That makes sense. I think it's a good thought process. Wrong. It's 5.
5?
That's crazy.
Who would have 5 kids?
Split decision on whether they're going to be prideful or prejudiced.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start over then. In 1973, who became the first female solo artist inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame? Everyone knows this is Loretta Lynn.
Ooh.
Oh, I wish we were right. We would have seemed like such ball knowers for that.
Somebody's going to be so mad at us.
Okay. Baffin Bay separates Canada and from what large island?
It's got to be Greenland, right?
I got to be honest, bro. Not a geography guy, so
I think it's Greenland.
Bam, we got one right.
And
I actually do know
cold.
geography, but I wanted to put some faith in Caleb and restore his confidence in his trivia. Launched by Betty Crocker in 1990, what snack food consisted of bite-sized cookies and an icing dip, and featured a marsupial mascot?
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos,
right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
PJ would be so mad if we didn't get that.
Yeah. PJ definitely does not listen to this. If you do, thanks. In Pirates of the Caribbean, do you say Caribbean or Caribbean?
When I'm talking about like the islands, like if I'm going to the Caribbean, I say Caribbean. But if I'm talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, it's Caribbean.
You go to the Caribbean often?
No, but like if I were to, if you named an island, I was like, oh, is that in the Caribbean? I would say the Caribbean. But if I'm talking about the Pirates, it's the Caribbean.
Well, I just saw a shirt at Goodwill today that said, which now that I say this, it was in the men's section for some reason. It said, "Good girls go to heaven, bad girls go to the Caribbean." So I should have got that for you. But yeah, in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, a frequent stop is a place called Tortuga. In what real-life Caribbean nation is Tortuga located? That feels
is it
like
Jamaica.
Maybe. I'm gonna be honest. I thought Tortuga was fictional. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Barbs?
Yeah.
Barbados, possibly?
Maybe. I mean, it really could be any of them.
Well, yeah. The Caribbean nations. I'm gonna eliminate Haiti. Doesn't feel like a Haiti. place. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Guyana. I think Jamaica. I don't know. Jamaica was like gut reaction, but I don't know.
Jamaica. Oh my gosh, the one I eliminated. Oh man.
Oh,
Dang, we got this on the first try last time.
Dang.
All right, starting over.
Starting
It's just become the trivia podcast. Doing so in the 1930s, who is the only pitcher in Major League Baseball history to throw 2 consecutive no-hitters? The options are Dizzy Dean, Cy Young, and Walter Spahn, and Johnny Vander Meer.
Is it Cy Young? I mean, I feel like that's a layup.
I mean, he does have an award named
A
after
pitching
him.
award named after him. I say just maybe Cy Young because it's just I don't know.
I don't know because Dizzy Dean
is an electric name.
Could be Dizzy Dean. No, I like Cy Young as an answer. I was trying to look up some fun Dizzy Dean facts. I didn't see anything immediately. Cy Young. Vandermeer.
Johnny?
This is not good. This is not good, folks.
Bad.
We're not doing good. If you take your family camping at a KOA campground, what does – you know what's so funny? I was about to stop mid-question and say, what does KOA mean? And that is the question. What does KOA stand for? Camping on America?
Campsites of America?
I don't like that they're using a K for camp here.
Yeah, that's gross.
Little crazy. Camping on America feels right.
Camping on America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to I've never been to a KOA. I don't think.
You're gonna say you've never been to a campground. Like, you practically live on one. Not literally.
Yeah.
But like we work at a camp. My gut's telling me camping on America.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm stuck between.
You were right.
Wow.
All right, start again. The bonus hour of just trivia. This took like a minute last time.
Yelling
What
trivia.
1998 film, that might be the name of this one, starring Ethan Hawke and Gwyneth Paltrow, was an adaptation of Charles Dickens' novel?
David Copperfield is the name of an idol? Or
Yeah, I thought that was just a famous person.
Is it
Oliver Twist. Whoa, we got to go with Oliver Twist. We both said it at the same time.
Okay. I thought you were just reading the options. I thought you were just reading the
No.
options.
I was going to say it sounds familiar for no particularly related reason, but I feel like I've heard of it. What fragile nursery rhyme character is voiced by Zach Galifianakis in 2011 animated film Puss in Boots?
That's Humpty Dumpty.
Is it?
It's got to be. He's fragile.
There we go. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Passed in 1973, RIP, the National Maximum Speed Law established the first federal speed limit in the United States set at, hold on. We were just going as fast as we want in 72? That's not, in the grand scheme of things, that's not that long ago.
That is not.
That's pretty crazy. My guess would be
45?
I think I think 55 if we're talking like a highway. 35 seems like too high of a limit for them to set for like a city limit.
Yeah.
And so does 40 and 45 seem too slow for a highway.
So do you think this is like in town? Like, so maybe it is 35. They were like, oh, you have to go 35 in towns, but like on the highway you can go as fast as you want.
35 is blazing in towns though.
It is.
Or do you think they started with that to soft launch it because they didn't want to go too slow and people would be mad?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go 35. 55, of course. This is
dumb.
This is not good.
We cannot finish this until we get 5
bad.
straight.
We've only gotten like 2. This is going to turn into just a Jerry After Dark stream. We're just doing this for like hours. In what 1982 film did Bill Murray star as Jeff Slater, the author of the play Return to Love Canal? Not Tron, not Poltergeist. It's either Tootsie or probably not Ghostbusters, but was that like a side quest in Ghostbusters?
Maybe. I think it's Tootsie.
Tootsie. Bam. God, we know ball.
Ball knowers.
What Pink Floyd song starts with the line, so So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Is that another brick in the wall, comfortably numb, dark side of the moon, wish you were here? I know you're a big
Is it
Pink
Dark
Floyd
Side of
guy.
the Moon?
That's the
I
only
do
song that
love
rings a bell.
Another brick in the wall is a banger, especially when I used to work with my dad.
Yeah, so that'd be a good one for
Lane Bricks.
work.
It's like one of his. It's one of his like go to. But I think it might be Dark Side of the Moon.
Let's do it.
I haven't listened to that song in a while.
This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
Max. It's Max. It's Max. Just get
What's
this
the
one
name
out
of
of
the
here.
Grinch's dog? I think it might be Fluffy.
It's Max.
Hear me out.
It's Max.
No, I'm kidding. I know it's Max.
I was
in a Grinch play when I was little. I think you were in there too.
I was.
As it relates
At
to the
CST.
TV station, what do the letters CNN stand for?
Well, this is your favorite
fake
news network,
news.
so-
It stands for fake. I say it stands for fake news. No. Probably cable news network. That feels right.
Oh, why does cable news now sound familiar?
Because you're reading it right now.
I don't know. This one's tough.
Now seems too modern. CNN's been around a long time. Now
Yeah,
feels like a
but
fun little word they throw in there in their
But like
little
maybe
network.
maybe like back in the day they were like they're getting it now. Like it's live. It just started. We're live, we're hip. You're getting news now.
Or they were
on
like,
cable.
this is a network that's on cable. Cable just came out. We're going to offer it on cable.
True. News. Yeah, whatever.
Woo!
I've ooh.
Executive decision. I'm so glad I was right. I would have felt
Yep.
really bad if I was wrong. Temperatures measured in Kelvin. Increase and decrease at the same magnitude as which other scale? Brother, I don't know.
What is that first word?
It's pronounced Romer.
Okay.
I don't know. There's that
Well,
golfer
it looks
that's
like the-
it's
it
like
loo- it
Hoberg
looks
or
like-
something, and his O and his name has a line through it like that.
Well, it looks like the O's crossed out, so it's Hmer.
Yeah,
Or
there's
armor.
no O. Don't say the O. That's what's crossed out.
Armor.
Just armor. It's Under Armour, but it's spelled RMER.
What if we just do Rankine just to see what it said, see what happens?
My dyslexic self was about to say I had a teacher with that last name. Rankine. Anyway, let's go with it. Celsius.
Wow.
Solid drink.
Yeah.
This is bad. Okay.
We both said that we were tired, but
Yeah. And I don't even know how to say this word. The erector pili muscles are tiny muscles attached to hair follicles in humans. Involuntary contraction of these muscles causes what to happen? Goosebumps. Got to be goosebumps.
okay.
Yes, let's go. I'm cooking now. Let's go. In 1984, in what 1984 movie that had a soundtrack that included 2 Billboard #1 songs? One song title is "Let's Hear It for the Boy," and the other was the title track. I've heard "Let's Hear It for the Boy," but what movie is this?
Is it Breakfast
Not
Club?
Top Gun.
It's not Footloose.
Could be any of the other
Oh.
3. Are we sure it's not Footloose?
Oh, could be Footloose.
Because Footloose as a title track being
title
Billboard
track.
#1 makes sense. I don't think
Yeah.
there's a song called The Breakfast Club or The Big Two.
Let's go Footloose.
Yes.
Kick
That
off your
is
Sunday
the
shoes.
process of elimination.
Yeah.
Kids, if you're still in school, use it.
Whoa.
What athlete was stripped? Was stripped of his Olympic gold medals won in 1912 for the pentathlon and
Is it Jim Thorpe?
decathlon.
Sorry.
After it was discovered he had previously been paid to play football. That's such a mean reason to take his medals. Violating his amateur status. His medals and statues as Olympic
Status.
I just said I was dyslexic, although I'm technically not. As Olympic champion were restored.
I know Jim Thorpe played football, but I don't think it's going to be someone. I think that it's the third guy, Nito Nadi, and it's football as in soccer.
That's a good point. This is 1912.
Oh, yeah. Jim Thorpe did not play football.
Yeah.
George S. Patton,
Okay.
maybe?
All right, do you want to go Nadi? Naughty or
I think Noddy. Wow. Why? When would?
we just
that
laughed
who
off
Jim-
Jim Thorpe, and that's
Are
what
there
it
two?
was.
I thought Jim Thorpe played in the NFL.
Sounds very familiar. Okay, this we're getting dangerously close to being like, okay, this can't be a trivia show. We have to give up. What scientist was pictured sitting? We're gonna go 5 for 5 here. Okay, sitting under a tree, the very first logo for Apple
I
computer.
think it's
That
Isaac
is-
Newton.
I was gonna say Einstein, but
Isaac Newton
You
was
wanna
the
go
one that
Newton?
discovered gravity, and they say
Yeah,
they
and
discovered
he was
gravity
also
because an
an
apple fell
idiot.
on his head.
he was
Because
also
an
an
apple
idiot
fell
who
on his
died
head.
eating iron.
Yeah, but an apple fell on his head.
Okay, yeah, it's a good one.
Come on.
I was just thinking of the Always Sunny episode. It was like, and he died eating iron, making him yet again a dumb bitch. So funny. Shout out Mac from Always Sunny. Who was the first musical artist to have 2 singles reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart after their death? I'm gonna say this is Juice WRLD. No, Whitney Houston, Notorious B.I.G., Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley. Definitely not.
I don't think Michael Jackson
Not
could have
Michael
been
Jackson.
first.
No. He would have had plenty. Oh,
When
I see
did
what
the
they're
Billboard
saying.
Hot 100 start?
I get it. So I thought this meant like they didn't have a 100 until they died. And I was like, these guys
No.
probably all and gals probably all did.
Yeah. When did the Hot 100 start?
That's a good question. I think this might be Biggie
Yeah, I was thinking
because there wasn't enough people listening to rap yet, like hip hop.
Yeah. And
The
then when
whites,
they died.
we hadn't appropriated
everybody.
the culture yet.
Yeah. I
So then
like
when he
Whitney
died, yeah.
Houston. Who died first, Whitney Houston or Biggie?
Oh, Biggie. Whitney just
Okay,
died,
Oh, she did.
like
I-
within the last decade.
I'm just now hearing this.
He's telling me for the first time. Remember they found her in a bathtub? We don't have to go into detail.
yeah. Why
Anyway,
did I?
I think this is
I'm
Biggie.
not smart. Okay.
Let's go. Great
Okay.
call.
Yeah, that's what. Like, I was ruling out Elvis because I feel like it was too long ago, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biggie after Diddy killed him, potentially.
Yeah.
Beginning in 1928, Goodyear began a long tradition of naming its blimps after winners of what prestigious race? I always thought it was just a Goodyear blimp.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know there's only like 14 blimps in the world?
pretty crazy.
And I saw that subway one flying above Ocala.
Yeah, didn't you apply to like fly it or
Yeah,
something?
and I applied to go, and the only day that was available was the day that I had to be at work, and that
Dang.
sucks.
Rip.
Um,
Fun fact: I had a relative that got blown to bits in the Hindenburg.
oh,
Shout out
out
him. Yeah, shout out Schultz. I don't remember his first name.
um,
I don't know
is it?
if we're
They didn't win
related, but same last name. Anyway,
It's not the Kentucky Derby, right?
I mean that's definitely a prestigious race.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with America's Cup. I don't know. It just sounds.
Yes. Woo, good call. Two more. In a symphony orchestra, what instrument is played by the concert master? This feels like a violin because it's literally called first. First
Yeah.
violin.
Yeah. I feel like violin. Yes, I think violin. Because I know violins have like
Oh,
first, second, third. Like whoever's the best is the first violin.
we got it. We got it.
I don't know if anybody else has that.
Okay, which of the 13 original colonies eventually split into 2 states when the more mountainous, I think I know this already, portion of the state refused to join the Confederacy?
It's Virginia.
I was going to say I'm thinking Virginia. Mountain
Yeah,
Mama.
it's West Virginia.
Yep.
I think we have to lock it in. Get 5 for 5. Call it a day.
Let's go. Never a doubt.
Never a doubt. Hey, we hit 57%. That's not great.
Considering
but
we were at 33 at one point,
yeah.
not bad. Some would say we know ball.
This has been trivia.
Yeah, that was trivia with the boys. Okay, well, we can wrap it up and go do some sports with Frack.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lit. So
Yeah,
where can they find you, Cope?
Oh.
Spider-Man meme.
You can find me on Twitter at Caleb P. Crane. You can find me on Instagram at Caleb Crane 12. TikTok Caleb Crane 6. I need to start posting more. But yeah, and then we'll link all the everything else for Yelling at Pigeons in the bio. Yeah. Luke?
Yep, you can also find Caleb in one thing he forgot to mention. You can find him in all of the Diddy Party clips and videos. You can find me on any form of social media that I'm on at Luke Schultz 56.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
Talk to you next week / tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.